plan to present it to parents next Friday, and then it'll go out in our monthly newsletter and on our social media and stuff.
Oh, good. I'm trying to think. I'm on the sign up for the monthly newsletter.
It'd be like a 5-minute video, but it'll be pretty good. Okay,
good. I love it. Now, because I know your last day for the excuse me, for the clinic is next Friday, right?
Yes.
Now, what will be your next move from? Because I know summer coming. I'm assuming you've got to get ready to go into actual baseball.
Right. So, willing, the snow melts. Our plan is by going into that third week of March.
Okay.
Like the 12th, 13th, 14th. We plan to be outside, back at South Shore.
Okay.
As long as the weather's above 50 and that snow melts off the turf out there, we can head outside.
Okay.
And we're really excited. We're really excited to get back out on the field with Jackie Robinson West and some of our sister leagues.
Okay.
We're very proud of them bringing home the U.S. championship. So, we're always up for competition with those guys.
Yeah, that got weird, but that's another conversation we'll have off of camera. But now, what's your schedule going to be like for? And if after this, how do people register to get on the? Do they got to try out? What's some of the steps for this?
The schedule is pretty fluid because there's going to be 5 to 7 teams.
Okay.
So each coach will adopt their own practice schedule, and game schedules have yet to come out.
Understand.
But typically, teams during the spring, while they're still in school, they'll practice 3 days out of the week. We're going to continue the tutoring. Right now, we're reaching out to South Shore Methodist, so we have a location near the park where they can tutor.
Okay.
And then from tutoring, they can go into practice. Those who are doing really bad won't go to practice. They'll stay at tutoring for the entire time because we really pride ourselves so far that once kids get in our program, they get up to at least a C average and they stay above. And we're talking about kids that may have come in with F grades, D grades.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
we work hard to get them up.
Okay.
And then keep them up.
Right.
But the goal is really a B average. And as far as registration, there are a number of ways people can register. The center shares our information. On our website is a direct way for children to register.
All right.
We do another recruiting events, so we'll probably be at the local schools in March and April, kind of putting our literature out, trying to get some more kids to sign up. And that's and then Power Parents Chicago has come along and been a great organization, so we attend their events and we're able to draw in a lot of kids when we go there.
All right. Is there any fee for registration?
It is. Okay. But it's because we're a nonprofit, we've totally subsidized it compared to what it is in the market.
Okay.
So we charge kids, it ranges from 60 to 75 depending on age and gender.
Okay.
Which is only a fraction of the cost. If you go to other just regular baseball little leagues, it's maybe $110, $150, and they don't have all of the extra components we have. They're not doing the tutoring.
Exactly.
They don't have the cultural and civic engagement or the service learning. These kids, and you'll see tonight as you get to see a dry run of the slideshow from some of their history, these kids go kayaking, rock climbing, bird watching.
I feel like I'm missing out on a lot right here. I feel like I'm missing out.
I mean, they're doing everything.
To sneak in here.
Yes, thanks to Dr. Adams. We keep them down at the DuSable Museum because the majority of our kids are African American, but not all. We also have white and Hispanic players. And it's just the nature that the demographic of the community is 98% black.
Well, you take me to another level with that. I'm glad you kind of brought that up too, because I cover South Shore and South Chicago, which is a mix. South Chicago is definitely mixed. Do you see the future of expanding at some point to
we
cross the southeast side?
We try, but one of the problems and it kind of comes back up with the whole Jackie Robinson West thing is when you're part of Little League Incorporated in these larger baseball organizations, they have governing rules, and the two cardinal rules are age and residency. So boundaries become a restriction. And initially, Lost Boys, before we became part of Rosemore, I avoided Little League because I did not want us to be contained by boundaries because I never intended to turn any kids away. I don't care where you could come from. If you want to be in the program, you were welcome.
I understand.
And honestly, we still operate on that principle, but what we do to respect the rules of Little League, because we're also teaching these kids about maintaining and respecting authority, we have to demonstrate it. So what we do is, at least when it becomes tournament time, if the kids don't live in the boundaries, then they can't participate on the all-star team.
Right.
Which is, most of the kids are okay about.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, the good thing is, you're right. It is certain boundaries there because I know South Chicago. We're further towards 114. I think they have some type of
they've got
big league. Yeah, they got a big league
right,
there.
They got a big league.
But I guess you could always link at some point to get to know.
Well, we get a chance to play them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's this unspoken respect in baseball, and so we don't step on their toes.
I understand that, right? Because I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, they got a lead over there. I'm thinking, but I'm sure they got more than one lead.
Right.
But I heard that. But one just stands out in mind because they actually do a big parade.
Right. That's you got Eastside over there and you got Hegwitch.
Okay, right.
Which kind of goes over by William Powers.
This has been like really wonderful. I mean, although I have worked with you briefly or had encounter with you, so I'm not shocked of the greatness of this particular thing because of who you are. I'm sure you picked the right people to be around, and your heart is in it, and it's a good thing. That seems like a family thing too.
It is.
So I think that's a great part, and that's something people need to put more involved, understanding that some things are family connected.
Yeah.
So I really.
It's funny. My family, we've been sitting at home, and we're big fans of.
The Empire.
Empire.
You know what's in my head, right? I was trying to stay away from it, but
and
you
I always
went there.
tell my wife, I said,
he went
you
there.
look like and you act like Taraji. And she always says, well, you're Terrence. And so we got the kids. Nobody's actors, but they're sports players, athletes.
Right.
My oldest daughter, she doesn't play anymore, but now she's transitioned over to working. Mm-hmm. She's my administrative assistant, so I pay her out of my own pocket to work.
I understand, but
so she compiles all of the data, puts it into the system, So it's really becoming a family business because I got some other family members that are becoming involved. My sister is a huge catalyst that has brought the organization where it's at in the last 3 years.
Okay.
So we're kind of like this awesome tag team, and like I said, I'm finishing an MPA and she's finishing an MBA, and it's a perfect match.
I love it. So far, Southeast Side got our new Empire right here.
South Shore. What we need is our own facility. So we're really struggling to raise money, and eventually we want our own facility. Matter of fact, I've been trying my best to meet with the elected officials to talk about repurposing of the old South Shore High School, and not just for us, but for the community at large. How can we take that thing and turn it into maybe a for-profit / non-for-profit incubator to house all of these small businesses and small organizations like ours that service this community. We all need a place.
I totally agree with you on that. I'm looking at it because I believe in a trade. I'm a big trade person. I don't get me wrong. I love college. College is wonderful, but I am watching how the economy or how things are moving about, and I feel like if you get a trade, you have your own mobility and strength to use. I'm looking at this big old place like, can we put trade centers in there and all kind of stuff like that?
I mean, it's a good place. All type of stuff. All of the businesses and organizations you guys are working with at the Planning Coalition, that's a place for fresh foods farmer market, South Shores farmer market. We can have year-round indoor markets.
All kind of things.
You can have the trades going in there. You can have these organizations.
Because you know how many young men I like to pull off the street and just put them in a trade? Just pull them off. Just grab them up. And females too, just grab them up and say, boom, there you go, you're going to learn this. This is what you're going to do. So I'm with you on that, but I think when it comes to the officials, we probably got to wait a little bit till things settle down. Yes. You'll get a little bit more going on. Yes, but I appreciate this so much. And what I want to say, I think I'm trying to figure out what's the next future for now. Right now, I think you're just going into your baseball league, and you kind of want to get that. Your place is the next thing now for you guys.
Our place is the next thing. The vision is really, though, there's an abandoned house that a gentleman and his wife bought. They're in the process of rehabbing it. They want about $160,000 for it when it's finished. It's a multifamily house right directly across the street from South Shore High School from the park.
Okay.
And so my vision is it would be our clubhouse. And so it's got 3 levels, the middle floor, upstairs, and the basement. And the way I've laid it out is you come in, reception is on the first floor, kitchen is there so kids can have snacks. There'd be study rooms from the bedrooms where they do their homework, get their tutoring. Once they do that, they have to go to the basement. There'd be some machines and stuff. They do a little baseball workout. And then once they're done with that, they're able to go to the 3rd floor, which would be the gaming room, where we put the Xbox and the flat screens. And
I'm in love with this idea. This is great.
It would be their place of refuge that they can come to whenever they want to and spend their time there.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, it'd be comfortable. And it'd be theirs.
And to be theirs. I love it. This has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain this to me. Please forgive me for taking so long to get around.
Thank you for coming out, and We are honored for you to highlight us on the website. You're doing some great work. We're big fans.
Thank you. And you know, of course, I'm gonna close this now. Okay.